Oh, hey there, guys. My name is Chris Fernandez. I'm the Keysight SC Solutions Engineer for the Northeast region. Today, I just want to show you how we can do a quick test using IxNetwork, and it's under our TSN Solutions. So today, I'm just going to use simple configuration using an XP switch, so we can demonstrate 802.1 QBU frame preemption. So the premises of the test is pretty much in frame preemption, you have urgent traffic and non-urgent traffic and non-critical traffic. And the idea here is that when you're just sending non-critical traffic, and you need to send urgent traffic, the urgent traffic will take precedence, and the traffic that is coming in the non-critical path is going to be fragmented and sending into the egress port. So the simple configuration that I have here for this demo is very simple. I'm using three ports on the NXP switch. And on the NXP switch, I just had to do two simple configurations. One is to disable the cut-through mode before enabling preemption on the switch port. So I have a switch port number 2 here that I'm going to be using as my egress port. So I have port number 1 that is sending my critical path, my critical port, my critical traffic, and that's using VLAN 0 as BCP 0. And the length of that packet is 100 byte long, and I'm sending the critical path as 100 frames per second, or sorry, 1,000 frames per second. That's the rate. And the non-critical traffic, which is using the length of the packet is 1,500, so we can have a nice, so we can observe the frame preemption happening and the fragmentation happening. So we send these long frames, and we're sending with VLAN priority of 1 and at 100% line rate, meaning that all we're going to fill up the full pipe. So we have 3 ports here. They're 1 gig each, so 100% line rate here, and then 1,000 frames per second here. And I'm expecting that the priority traffic or the critical traffic will not be impacted by this traffic. The only traffic that will get impacted will be the non-critical one. And in the configuration here, you can see that I'm making sure that SPW2, which is my switch port 2, the VLAN, the priority 1 is the only one that is preemptible. So this is the binary that gets back into the hex. So the hex is 02. And you can see here the configuration that I did to get that working here. So now let's go back to the configuration itself on the IxNetwork. So I'm using IxNetwork 10.0. So first of all, I'm going to use, I have here a topology, and I'm using IPv4 here just so that the switch can recognize and learn the MAC addresses that he needs to. So when the traffic is flowing, he doesn't have to send, he doesn't flood all the ports that he needs. So I'm going to start protocols here. And then first thing I'm going to do is actually send in the non-critical traffic. So looking at the traffic streams here, I'm going to go into my express traffic, and I'm going to suspend that. So I'm not going to send that traffic. So that's from port SP0. Just moving around here so you can have a good picture of what's happening. And the non-critical, which is going from SP1 from here to 2. So if I start the traffic, this is 100% line rate. I'm sending at 1 gig. The packet size is 1,500. So as you can see here on the traffic items, I'm sending at a good pace. I'm not losing any packets. The loss is 0%. And I'm sending 1 gig and receiving 1 gig. So I'm going through 1 gig of traffic. Here you can see the latency on that port. And if you look back here at port statistics, you can see that all the frames that I'm sending out, I'm receiving them. Fragments is 0, so there's no packets being fragmented right now because the express traffic is not running at the moment. So everything is working as it should. So I'm sending 1 gig from non-critical traffic from 1 to 0. And now I'm gonna inject the express traffic. So when I send express traffic, 2 things I'm expecting. One is that I'm not gonna lose any traffic, that express traffic, which is the urgent traffic. And 2, I'm gonna see that the fragment number here is gonna increment. That's indication that the 802.QBU is working as it should. So I'm gonna go back in here in the express traffic, and now I'm gonna click here to unsuspect. So this will now create that. Now I'm going to be sending 2 traffic items. And as you can see here, the fragment number now is starting to increment here. It's an indication that I am fragmenting now the non-critical traffic because it's being preempted by the critical traffic that's being sent on VLAN 0, priority 0 here. As you can see here, the schedule rate is 1 gig, 1,000 packets per second. So I'm getting all the traffic. I'm not missing any of the critical traffic here. I'm getting all of them on the traffic statistics here. As you can see, I'm sending 1,000 packets per second, the BPS here, and I'm getting all of them. So I'm not losing any of the critical of the express traffic, but I am losing some of the non-critical. This delta here is actually, it's incrementing, meaning I'm losing traffic, but we can see that the traffic is actually being fragmented, and under port statistics here, the fragmentation number is incrementing. The fragmentation number is incrementing. But you can also observe CRC errors. So the packets that have been incremented are not being put it into, not being reassembled. So we can take a look at that. That's something that is maybe not being done correctly. But in terms of fragments, we can see that the packets are now being fragmented. And the important part is that we're not losing in express traffic, but we are fragmenting the non-critical traffic according to the spec. Okay, so this was a quick run on the ability to test QBU on IxNetwork. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.